Hello all, it is I, Tot, and I'd like to share with you a special gift. I got my first comment today on a video. I'm very happy about that. I'm very proud. Very lucky too. And I've been I've been talking about my book a lot. Okay? My book, which I'm rewriting. This is the first edition, working on a second edition to coincide with my next book. It's Old Hat, if I want you to know. And I made an audiobook of it. I wanted my Howl from the Heart to go live, I guess. To go out there, to put my message out, to not be silent. And I quote and talk about this chapter a lot. Because there's only about one chapter on wolves, which I hope it's not, you don't see it as false advertising. Kind of the same idea all throughout. But I will now do the pleasure or horror of giving you a reading. Because this is the chapter I stepped on, I put forward out into the world as a preview. It was the glimpse into the minds of my mind. Hoping to give you some diamonds from there, at least one. This chapter is very personal to me, which I'll read the whole chapter. Which again, chapter exercises example. The example is one of my turning points in my life, where things really changed. Where I kind of found out about myself in the most opportune of ways, the most unlikely of places, was books. I'd like to share it all with you. Please, anything like that, anything in the comment section be welcomed again for what we want to talk about, because it's very dear to me. It changed my whole life. And I might have some stutters, I might have some hiccups, but I'm giving it to you live in the book. And this is Looking Inwards for a Better Life by Dalton Dean Blankenship, Chapter 8, Embrace the Wolf Within. Earth is home to a myriad of life forms, each contributing to what I can only describe as the splendor of nature. Within the intricate web of ecosystems, a forest is a prime example of nature's symphony, where hardly anything occurs in isolation. Life here is a harmonious orchestra with countless musicians, yet no conductor directs the score. Every creature, big and small, plays its role perfectly, contributing to the continuous rhythm of existence. In this grand symphony, the music of life plays on, and animals instinctively perform their parts without the need for instructions. They form bonds within their own species and with others, enriching the harmony of their shared existence. These animals rely on their instincts and take action to fulfill their roles in the intricate dance of nature. Human beings, too, are part of this vast ecosystem, though we often complicate our roles. Survival in the natural world takes various forms, each with pros and cons. Survival isn't a conscious act, but rather the result of honing practices that work and discarding those that don't. In nature, efficiency is paramount, and creatures must use what keeps them alive while discarding the impractical. The challenge we face in modern society is that many people tend to go with the flow and follow others mindlessly. This lack of critical thinking and prioritizing individual needs over the collective good can lead to dire consequences. To thrive in our ecosystem, individuals must make decisions that are best for themselves while still considering the broader context. In nature, there are often distinctions between species, such as herbivores like sheep and carnivores like wolves. These distinctions hinge on food preferences, reflecting different instincts and behaviors. Wolves, as predators, lead a life of perpetual pursuit, requiring cunning, perseverance, and adaptability to secure their meals. They live by their instincts, never expecting help from others, as competition in the wild tolerates no weaklings. Wolves choose the challenging but only rewarding path of hunting rather than grazing. They are creatures of self-reliance, swayed by primal needs, immune to external forces. This primal nature can also be observed in domesticated dogs, the closest relatives of wolves, which revert to these instincts when hunger or fear strikes. Wolves can be solitary hunters and pack animals, adapting their roles as circumstances demand. Their flexibility in identity and behavior mirrors the choices humans make in their own lives. Society, however, tends to stigmatize those who opt for a more individualistic path, often pushing conformity and discouraging independence. In the harsh and unforgiving environment of the natural world, every animal must make peace with the fact that life can begin and end in an instant. Survival depends on fulfilling one's role efficiency. Survival depends on fulfilling one's role efficiently within the system. The wild offers no convenience stores or restaurants. It demands that animals actively seek sustenance. This drive for existence perpetuates the necessity to consume for survival, creating a competitive environment where each creature stakes its claim. Wolves, despite their self-reliance, are known to cooperate, even using ravens as spies to defend their kills from scavengers like coyotes. This dynamic has led to myths and legends throughout history, including the observation of Odin, associated with ravens and wolves. It's an ironic contrast to technological advancements of humans, who invented GPS in 1973, while wolves and ravens thrive without electricity. Human beings are inherently social creatures, contributing to our species' success, but it also can be exploited. The need to belong can be manipulated, as history has shown with phenomena like mob rule. The belief that conformity is inherently positive can lead to detrimental outcomes for individuals. Our society bombards us with advertisements and practices that promote conformity over independent thought. This system is deliberately designed to maintain power at the top while suppressing individuality. The Native American myth of the two wolves highlights the internal struggle within individuals. The one we feed, whether it be our calm or angry wolf, determines our state of being. Instead of constantly firing ourselves and others to be right, we strive for harmony and cooperation. Sheep have long been a fixture in human society, providing wool and meat. However, their domestication and compliance with human control comes at costs. They are entirely dependent on their owners. Many people fall into a similar trap, surrendering their autonomy to societal norms and expectations. Families, too, can perpetuate generational comfort zones, limiting their children's exploration of new paths. Parents must allow their adult children to make their own decisions and face the consequences rather than stifling their growth. In social groups, the pressure to conform can lead to financial and moral bankruptcy as people strive to keep up with others. It is essential to question the nature of friendships and relationships, ensuring they're based on genuine connection rather than superficial motives. Ultimately, embracing our true nature and going with the flow of our futures is the path of least resistance. Society may attempt to suppress our individuality, but we should hold ourselves to higher standards and make choices that align with our authentic selves. Chapter exercise 1. Relentless pursuit. An admirable quality of the wolf lies in its unwavering commitment, whether in the pursuit of sustenance or procreation. Wolves will tirelessly chase their prey to fulfill their needs, a relentless dedication that we, as a species, could adopt or recalibrate to our advantage. The real wisdom of the wolf lies in pursuing only what truly matters for survival. The challenge often faced by individuals is setting goals that are either too distant or too trivial. A goal need not be grand or minuscule. What matters is its ability to motivate. The key here is relentlessness, as few would dare oppose something that refuses to cease its pursuit, an instinct that resonates deep within us. Instead of becoming prey to life's challenges, let's emulate the wolf's determination and pursue our goals if our very survival depended on it. 2. Loyalty and community. On the flip side, wolves are known for their exceptional loyalty, often rallying the entire pack to protect one of their own at any cost. This dual aspect of their nature offers us a valuable lesson in both ferocity and community for our personal growth. In the wolf pack, a hierarchy exists, with stronger members leading, weaker ones supporting their efforts. Despite this hierarchy, most members engage in play, sharing hunting skills and reinforcing bonds. Play serves as a vehicle for learning the art of the hunt and understanding the pecking order in the aftermath of a kill, where etiquette must be held to prevent conflicts. I encourage people to nurture and strengthen their bonds with others, gaining insight into the world of wolves. Remember, the wolf that plays the hardest is often the one that defends the pack most fiercely when needed. 3. Primal confidence and wisdom. Wolves exude an aura of calm yet primal confidence that commands respect and challenges anything that stands in their way. This confidence includes the wisdom to recognize when they're in over their heads, sometimes necessitating a strategic retreat. Wolves harbor no obsession with shame, a trait distinct from creatures one might classify as prey. They understand the importance of healing after a dangerous encounter, priding their well-being over appearances, and the optimization opinion of others. I encourage you to channel this primal confidence that Sonic communicates. I may be tough, but I can be tougher. Chapter 4, Choose Your Company Wisely. Consider the company you keep and the reasons behind it. While community is essential, it should not come at the cost of individual satisfaction, as this can breed resentment and vindictiveness. Many people follow the crowd without understanding why, resembling sheep from head to soul, content with mild suffering that constructs their path to achievement. As I've mentioned before, it's the wolf's choice that determines whether to be alone or in part of a pack. Each element has pros and cons and influence in an individual's life. Appearances can be deceiving. A friend's smile radiates genuine care and love, while a deceiver's smile hides hidden daggers, poised to strike when your guard is down. Both smiles are invisible, and both can change. Be prepared to accept either, and like the wolf, choose the company you keep with discernment, letting those who truly belong remain while driving those who do not. A personal reflection on this chapter. Let me share a story from my high school days when life taught me an important lesson, whether I wanted it or not. I was part of the wrestling team, and one day, as we waited for a meet, I noticed that most of my teammates were absorbed in their phones and gossiping. In contrast, I sat quietly, engrossed in a book. Then a teammate approached me and said, "Wrestlers don't read books." Those words hit me hard. Did I have to abandon my true self to spend it with my friends? I felt rather silly. And looking back, I'm not resentful towards that teammate. In fact, I'm grateful because it made me realize how people can change when they become too comfortable. They start pretending to be someone they're not just to gain others' approval, and that's not a healthy way to live. I won't deny that sometimes I wear a mask to navigate through certain situations, but I always ensure it's a genuine act. I believe in honesty, and my tolerance for people's nonsense sometimes is nearly endless. This is why so many people are unhappy. They've lost trust in themselves. They hide behind a facade that prevents them from exploring their true self, and that's a tragedy. As I've grown older, I've observed other people pretending to be someone they're not merely to get by in life. It's behavior that baffles me. We are so unlike wolves, who are honest creatures. They offer three choices to everything they encounter: respect, fear, or love. I strive to live by a similar club. Love me, hate me, or fear me, but never disrespect me. I might lean toward being a loner, but I still appreciate people. However, like many others, I've been hurt too. The difference lies in how I handle it. I don't hold on to grudges. Instead, I want people to stop pretending and cease their unnecessary suffering. Nature is straightforward, always there with us. Being true to yourself should always come before being true to others. Wolves are true to themselves, living or dying based on their own actions, following their own untamed path. I encourage you to be authentic because I grappled with this too. While my words might sound stern, my intention is to help you heal and break free from the act we put on society. In conclusion, when you feel like you're not being true to yourself, ask yourself one question: are you a wolf or a sheep? Honesty with oneself is the first step toward finding happiness. I hope these words inspire you to remain genuine and pursue your dreams no matter what. And that, ladies and gentlemen, whoever else reads it, is my chapter. If you liked it or not, I understand. I would just like to know. Thank you for your time, and have a nice day.